Hey guys, Nani here. If you are already subscribed, then welcome back. If you are new here, then welcome to my channel and thanks for clicking this video. I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time now, and it is a subject that I feel very passionate about, and I hope that somebody can get something from this video. As you can see from the title, we are going to be talking about my abstinence journey, and not just my journey, but abstinence just overall. A little bit of background about me. I am in my 20s. I have been abstinent since last May, which is a year and like 6 months? Yeah, so a year and a half I've been abstinent. I have not had any intercourse. I don't know what words I can and can't say on here. I haven't had any intercourse, whether it be oral or vaginal or whatever. And we're going to be very transparent here. We're not kids. Don't be worrying about the words I'm saying, okay? Just focus on the topic at hand. So in this video, I want to talk about how I've been able to do that, why I've done it, the benefits of doing it, and yeah. So let's get straight into it. So let's start with the how. I am big on podcasts and YouTube videos and any type of content where I can feel convicted. There is a guy on here on YouTube. His name is Tony Gaskins. He is married. He's been married for 16 years. He has 2 children, and he's a black man. I feel like as a black woman, and I don't know, my viewer, you might be, a male, you might be a Hispanic woman, a white woman. But as a black woman, I feel like it's important for us to listen to men who are black and married and who are raising up positive households. I'm very mindful of who I listen to online and who I kind of trust. And Tony Gaskins is just somebody that I happen to admire and trust. One of very, very few people, especially online. He just seems credible to me. So in his content, he gives women the game. He prides himself on being an ex-playboy, an ex-F-boy, and he tells women how it is. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, and he just lets you know the do's and the don'ts. You can take it or you can leave it.
On the flip side, don't ever let a man disrespect you. Don't ever let a man yell at you. Don't ever let a man call you out your name. Check him. Check him and confront him, especially casually. And you don't let him do it when he blow up and he angry either. But especially if a man disrespect you casually, you're gonna have some major issues on your hands.
So that's the top of my how list. I listen to content that will convict me. And I listen to people that are saying, hey, don't give it to him because he don't deserve you and you better do this, da, da, da. I listen to it all the time. It's sometimes I need a reminder because I might be like, oh, it's been a while. Let me just, no, no. And to be clear, I'm not celibate. I think people, let's talk about the differences. I think people confuse celibacy and abstinence all the time. A celibate person is not looking to get married, be in a relationship, or have sex at any point. They're not thinking about it. They don't want to do it. An abstinent person, myself, is just saying, you know what? I am taking a step back from this, and I'm not focusing on that right now until whenever. For me, it's until I get into a serious monogamous relationship with another person. Let me specify because y'all be taking stuff. A man. Until I get into a serious monogamous relationship with a man, I'm not sleeping with anybody. I don't do situationships, hooking up, one night stands. I don't do none of that. And a lot of people say I'm missing out on fun. Oh, don't try to be in a relationship in your 20s. Don't focus on that. And I just don't see things that way. So I'm keeping my body to myself. And I'm not perfect. Like, I fall short all the time. And, I think about it and I'll be like, oh my God, let me just, but I've been able to, for a year and a half, maintain my abstinence. I wish I had on I treated myself to a purity ring, like a promise ring, just saying, that I was proud of myself and we're going to continue this journey until we said that we were going to get into a relationship. Y'all got some hot chocolate here. Hold on, you can't even see my cup. This is a Godiva cup. I got some hot chocolate in here. It is Christmas right now. I'm making this video on Christmas. If you don't know, my family is Jehovah's Witness, so I don't really celebrate holidays. And I say my family and not me, because I'm not very religious, but I did grow up not celebrating holidays. So for me, I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything. It's just not something that I do. So let's keep it moving with this list of how I've been able to maintain my abstinence journey. Another thing that's really, really worked for me on this journey is Bible app notifications. I could be out at a club, at a party. I could be out on a date, and I'll get a Bible app notification. And I've set it to times where I know that I'll need it. I could be out and I'll get a Bible app notification. It'll be a scripture, and I'm like, okay, God is watching me. I cannot fall short. Like, you just need that accountability. Whether it's like what I said with the YouTube videos, or, you know, letting one of your friends be your accountability partner and y'all do this journey together, something. But for me, I've turned on my Bible app like 2 or 3 times a day, and I make sure that it goes off at times where I'm going to need it. Like freaking midnight. It's probably about to send me a notification right now. Just so I know, like, dang, okay, whew, God is watching me. Let me keep doing good. Number 3 on the how to stay abstinent list. I hope I'm looking in the camera right. Let me see. I've been looking at myself instead. But number 3 on the how to stay abstinent list is remembering what you overcame. I didn't start my journey because I was super promiscuous or I was sleeping around with a lot of people or anything like that. I started my journey because the last partner that I had, it was a very toxic situation, and it was a situation that neither one of us should have ever been in, and it just didn't end well. A lot of people played a role in the downfall of whatever we had going on, that situationship. It was just messy, and it happened so fast. Like, it was one of those love at first sight situations. I saw him, I wanted him, he wanted me, we exchanged numbers, and we just like dove straight into the situation without even really thinking. And I don't regret it. I really, really, really thank him, because without him, I wouldn't even be on this journey that I'm on right now. But just remembering what you overcame and all of the drama and the headache and the heartache that comes with, you know, allowing yourself to have these situationships, just that alone should be enough for you to be like, okay, let me take a step back and really, really just focus on finding a happy, healthy relationship with a stable partner who can, you know, go into this situation with me, and we don't have to give each other any trauma, because yeah. It's so good, y'all. I wanted some hot chocolate so bad, and I found this cute little hot chocolate at Marshall's, and I bring it home, and I got my hot milk, and they tell me to put 2 teaspoons in there, and I did, and it's so freaking good. But let's move on. I like to stay on topic. I hate watching videos or somebody just rambling on. So the next 2 things on my list is, number 1, staying out of certain environments. So me, I like to party a lot. I am a socialite. It's what I do for a living. I go to a lot of events, a lot of parties. I meet a lot of people. But if you're one of those people who, you know, that, you know, drinking, partying, being in certain environments where there's a lot of people of the opposite sex, if you know that that can cause you to do things that you don't want to do, staying out of certain environments is key. Not only that, another example could be like, if you know your best friend is your ex's cousin and he's going to be at her house for whatever reason, don't be going over there. Do not go over there and restart something. Don't go over there and be doing, because next thing you know, you're in the bed with this person. The next thing is the same thing. It's kind of the same, but it's like, you know how on a test it'll be like number 5 question B. It's the same thing, but it's not. So the next thing would be not spending too much alone time with people of the opposite sex. I'm saying the opposite sex because, you know, people have different sexual desires. You might like men, you like women, you might like both, or you might be a guy watching this. So I'm just going to say people of the opposite sex. If you know that you don't have a lot of self-control, I've dated 2 people while I've been on this abstinence journey, and I've spent a long time with both of them, and I've been able to still stand my ground, and they know, unless we're in a relationship and you tell me you want me to be your girlfriend right now, right today, we ain't doing nothing. Like, I need a commitment. So if you know you're not going to be able to have that level of self-control and you're going to want to do something, maybe you shouldn't be going over your ex's house at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is spend a night bag and your slippers on. Don't do it to yourself. You can do this. Literally, I've been able to be pretty successful at this. You just got to set those boundaries. And if you do get to that point where you feel like you're about to do something, you might have to just be like, oh, stop yourself. It's never too late to stop yourself. Even if y'all right there, just nothing on, just y'all right, you can still say, no, I don't want to do this because I want a commitment or I want to be married or whatever you're waiting for. And that's okay. And that person should respect that. So yeah, moving right along. Another thing that's helped me tremendously, because I have cheat codes. I've been able to cheat this whole thing. Another thing that's helped me is being in a whole new city and state. I'm from 700 miles away. I now live in Atlanta, Georgia. Being in a new environment, I don't feel like I relate to a lot of the men here and we don't have a lot in common. So it's hard for me to be attracted to them. The two people I mentioned that I've dated while I've been living here, one of them was from Baltimore. So we're both kind of from up north. We have a lot of the same. Alexa, stop. I have a timer on for my, I need it. I'm doing cookies. We have a lot of things in common, like the music we listen to, the stuff we want to watch, some of the ways we think, some of the ways we grew up. You know, it's just easier to relate to somebody when you're from the same place. So I dated him. The other guy I dated, he was from Florida, and that just didn't work out. So being in a whole new environment has made it super, super easy for me to maintain my abstinence, because I'm not really attracted to anybody enough to get into bed with them, if that makes sense. Another thing is being mindful. Be mindful of what you watch. Be mindful of the music you listen to. Be mindful of what you looking up on Twitter or whatever. Be very, very mindful. If you know you're one of those people that you can't listen to certain music without having flashbacks or thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna call him. Baby, you gotta, this is a process. This is a process and it don't have to be hard, but it's not easy either. If you're one of those people that know certain scenes in a certain movie you can't watch without thinking about it, or you want to call somebody, maybe you shouldn't be able to watch those movies. If you shouldn't be scrolling on Twitter late at night because you might go looking up some pages you ain't got no business, then you're just gonna have to be very, very, very disciplined on this journey if this is what you want. And set a goal. Mine is, I'm not sleeping with anybody until I get into a serious, monogamous, exclusive relationship, period. I don't care if we've done it before and you were an ex or old sneaky link or a friend, whoever, I don't really care. It's not, for me, it's not about gaining new bodies or going back to this person. It's about me and my requirements. And I want to be able to be with my man and say like, yeah, nobody has touched me or done anything with me in 2 years and 2 years, 2.5 years and 3 years, however long it takes for me to find what I'm looking for. I haven't found it yet. However long it takes, I'm willing to wait, and I'm not sleeping with anybody until then. Point blank, period. The next thing I want to talk about is the benefits. Like what I've received and what's happened to me since I've decided to be abstinent. One major thing for me is the fact that I've been rewarded tremendously by God since I've been abstinent. I feel like a lot of people ask God for certain things. Oh God, please help me get this new job. Please do this, please do that. But it has to be give and take like any relationship. If you want God to bless you in a certain area, you have to be willing to give up something. You have to be willing to compromise and meet him halfway. For me, it was abstinence. I also want to start with like not cussing, not gossiping, a whole bunch of things, but you got to start in one place. And if you are willing to show God, this is why people fast, because it's like, I want to have a clear mind and a clear heart and a clear conscience. And I want to be able to just, focus on God for a minute. So for me, this is kind of like fasting, and God has blessed me and rewarded me in ways that are not even imaginable. The last time I've slept with somebody was last May, like I said. In August of last year, I was able to move back to Atlanta. I moved here for my acting career. Since I moved here, I've been on Netflix. I've been on Tubi. I've been on the All Black Network. I think it's Amazon Prime too. I've been on MTV. I've done content with AMP, Kai Sinai. I've done content with some of the biggest creators you could think of. I've been in music videos. I've done a Young Nudie music video. Just, man, the stuff that God has done for me. I did an episode of Tyler Perry's Sisters. I'm gonna be shown in a new movie Snoop Dogg has coming out. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. He's giving me, an abundance of money. He's giving me all kind of things. And all I had to do is be obedient and stay true to this journey. That's all I had to do. It doesn't seem like a lot once everything starts pouring in. It was worth it to me. Another reward is just being stress and worry free. You know how when you're dealing with a man or a woman, for whoever's watching this, dealing with a person that you care about or a person that you're, just whatever you got going on. You always on edge. You're looking at their page, seeing who they followed. Oh, they followed a new person. Where they met them? Where did they meet them at? They must have just met because y'all just followed each other today. You're looking in their comments. If they don't text you back right away, you're worried about why they didn't text you back. It's just too much. It's too much, especially without a commitment. If I was in a committed relationship, would I be doing all those things? No, because I would trust that you wouldn't do anything behind my back or have me questioning you. But when you're sleeping with somebody and it's just a situationship or it's no clear indication of what y'all are, then you just be uneasy all the time. You just always worrying about something. And I don't have to worry about that. This is kind of the same as the last thing I said, but another reward is it's easier to get over getting your feelings hurt and having your heart broken. If you sleep with somebody, it's hard. It's hard to walk away because your vision is so cloudy and everything they do, you try to justify because you really, really want to be with that person. But when you haven't given anybody anything, them red flags be so red, baby. They be redder than this outfit. You be like, he gotta go. She gotta go. You ain't doing nothing for me. Goodbye. See you. When you're not sleeping with anybody, you don't have to worry about pregnancy or STDs. This is for my fellas too. When you're not sleeping with anybody and you take this abstinence journey, you don't have to worry about, is she gonna tell me her period didn't come? Is she gonna tell me that she's pregnant? Do I have to worry about her wanting to keep the baby or this and that? You have no worries because you haven't done anything. You don't have to worry about your doctor telling you, hey, you have chlamydia. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff because it's just you. It's just you. You don't have to worry about, is this person sleeping with anybody else besides me? Is this person? You have nothing to worry about. You can just run in a valley with flowers and butterflies and just live your life and just be happy. Because guess what? It's just you. It's just you. Y'all, this is such a treat. Oh my God. All right. What's the next one? Let me see. So the last one I had on my list, I kind of already said it. When you're not having sex with anybody and you're abstinent, you are not overlooking flaws and red flags as much. You can kind of see a lot clearer. Having sexual intercourse with somebody is kind of like being drunk almost, because it's you can't even think straight. You can't even walk straight. You can't talk straight. You can't do nothing because you just under this person's influence. Now, when you're not, it's easy to see oh, he on some BS. Oh, he playing with me. Oh, he's not serious. And it's easy for you to just walk away because you won't have those feelings tied up and you don't have to justify why they did this or why they said that. Or, oh, they really do love me. Maybe I could just give them another chance. No, when you're not having sex with anybody, you just all right, next. My friends be telling me girl, what happened to this person? Who? I'm not talking to him anymore because he's playing with me. For me, I know what I want now. Before, situationships was cool. You want to be in a situationship and you want to play games with each other for 3, 4, 5 years. I've been there and I was okay with that. And I had to wake up this is very childish. This is lame. And you look very stupid. You look stupid. You look stupid trying to act like you require so much and you're such a good stand-up woman, but you're out here allowing people to play in your face. You allowing people to play in your face. You dealing with guys who have not committed to you. You ain't committed to them. And it took a while for me to want to emotionally mature. You have to want to emotionally mature. For a while, I was not emotionally available, so I didn't even care about the relationship. I'm like, look, I don't want to be in a relationship, so you not want to be in a relationship is totally fine. But now that I'm older, I crave a serious healthy monogamous relationship with a man who is healed, who is aware of what he wants, who's aware of where he's going, and we can just do it together. Like, we can just do life together. That's what I want, and that's what I'm going to get, and that's the person who will be able to climb into bed with me. But until then, I'm not sleeping with anybody. In the last 1.5 years that I've been on my journey, the 2 people I've dated are the only 2 people that I've kissed, I believe. Like, this is another thing. Like, once you go without that level of intimacy for so long, you don't care. Like, you so unfazed, you so like unattracted to people. It's just like, no, because you looking for something like deep and serious, something like, I'm looking to be swept off of my feet. Honestly, that's what I want, and that's what I'm gonna get, and that's what I want for y'all too. Like, you are worth so much more than a situationship. You are worth so much more than a toxic relationship. Even if you're in a relationship, if it's not the one that you feel like you want and you deserve to be in, it's never too late to start and say, you know what? I'm going to leave this person alone. I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to work on myself. Abstinent. I'm going to work on myself. And I'm going to lock in until I meet somebody who is deserving of me. While I've been on this journey, I am taking real estate classes. I'm taking acting classes. I've been doing acting work. I didn't even name the commercials. I did a commercial for Toyota, commercial for a restaurant called Crystal, commercial for Hooters. I've been doing so much, just focusing on me. The next thing I want to do is start my my workout journey and lose weight. When I meet my man, I want to meet him as the best version of myself. I want him to meet the healthiest, happiest, most just beautiful version of me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the man that I get is going to deserve that. Nothing less. And he's not going to get what everybody else got. You know what I'm saying? That toxic, aggressive, rude, sassy version of me. I want him to just get the most purest feminine version of me, and I just can't wait to meet him and give him that. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope that somebody, I don't care, because I don't be having that many views. I hope this video hits somebody somewhere and they want to start their journey, even if it's one person, or they want to continue their journey even if it's one person. I don't care. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all never comment, but I'm still gonna make videos. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. Okay, hope you guys have happy holidays, and see you in the next video.